Hey everybody, Chris here. Welcome to my little corner of YouTube where we talk about Dogecoin and cryptocurrency and other things going on in markets and how to make money. We talk about that too, because that's kind of what we're doing this, right? We're doing this. We want to make money. Yeah, there's the whole crypto thing, anti-banks and using crypto to buy things. That's a good thing. And we think Dogecoin is right at the forefront of that. Forget fiat money. Let's use Dogecoin. But also because we like to have some fun too, especially when we're looking at charts like this where things are still just going sideways. So welcome all. If you are here in the chat, welcome. Jason, hey, see Jason's got some emojis in his chat. He got the new one because I was able to add more emojis because I have more people who have joined the YouTube channel. And so they allow you to have more emojis. And so I'd like to add even more emojis. So if you haven't already joined the channel, please do. What are the benefits? Well, the benefits are you get to share in the profits of our crypto portfolio that we're building. And as I drop down here in the corner and we look at the chart, what happens when you see this white circle? What does that mean? That's where we bought more cryptocurrency. That's right. I couldn't wait for the stream to buy because at 1 o'clock today, there was a dip happening. And I was like, I'm just going to buy right here. So I bought Doge right there on the dip at 6.29, added to our portfolio. And I also got some Bitcoin right there at 25,520. And right after that, Bitcoin started going up and actually touched up at 26,000, which is my resistance line. At that same time, I had Tom Crown on, and Tom started his stream when this was going down. But then he he started a short position when it was going up. And I'm just like, Tom, no, don't do that. Don't do a short position. It just had the dip. But he did. And he lost like $100 or something on his short because he got stopped out up here. But that's trading. If you guys are going to trade, but just have fun with it with little bits of amounts. $100 to Tom. He just does it kind of for fun on his stream. But I'm just like, were you looking at the charts, Tom? It was just like, no, it was not going to go lower. Anyway, I bought, added to the portfolio. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. And yes, Salvador, we will talk about some price predictions as well. So some people have, as well as myself. We'll look at some data on the months coming ahead on where crypto could be trading. Hey, Ryan, welcome. You, welcome. Toss, howdy. So good to see you guys. If you are not watching this live and you're watching this on the replay, because all of my live streams become videos on my channel, that means on Wednesday afternoon, you didn't have your notifications on or you weren't subscribed. So please subscribe. And everyone here, hit the like button as well. Certainly appreciate that support because we're kind of having fun here. We're trying to. Yeah, it's a bear market. I know we're still bearish. Still kind of going sideways. We'll talk about the crab market thing as well. Start here, Dogecoin trying to break free from, well, what did you today call it? The crab market, right? No one let Doge out. Not yet. But it's still only the beginning of September. So we do have time. The term crab market, not about seafood. It is a term for a market that moves sideways, lacking any clear direction. Dogecoin seems to be stuck in the sideways movement. Recent price actions suggest a potential escape. We could have hit the bottom here and we might start to come up here. This is a daily going back to the beginning of the year. And this is right where Dogecoin was in the sixes in late December of last year, and despite up and down, we're right back. So yeah, that's not great, but that's when we're accumulating, and we're accumulating more Doge. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not telling anyone what to do, but we continue to accumulate. So here is here's our Coinbase platform here, and then here is this Doge purchase today at 6.29 cents. We got 790 Doge added to our stash. We now have over 15,000 Dogecoin in our portfolio here, and we're continuing to add. And here's the Bitcoin buy, 25,520 right there. We got Bitcoin. So we added more Bitcoin as well. We have a few open limit orders. We have one on Render, we have one on Sheeb, and we have one on Jasmy and one on Matic. So we'll see whether those hit or not, if we have future dips. But that's what we're just continuing to do. This is sort of like a dynamic dollar cost average now. It's kind of buying on the dips, adding on the dips, as opposed to just buying right on the live stream, because this isn't always the best price. So I buy on the dips 3 times a week is what we're doing. So when we look at the Dogecoin chart and we zoom out, here's the purchase today, and then here's the purchase on Monday, right at the same price, 629, got it on the dip. Yeah, there was a little bit more of a dip a little later, but you don't know when those things are going to happen, right? Now you can set other limit orders and things, but I'm just doing it 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes Fridays, to me, when the markets are generally moving up, I don't make a purchase on Friday and I wait till Saturday or Sunday when the markets go back down, because that's how things are trading right now. We are not in any bull market right now. I'm not going to miss out. It's just the way things are trading. So yeah, Jason, waiting for X live streams to become a thing so we can tip Kriss Dogecoin live on his X streams. That will be awesome to be able to be on the X app, formerly known as Twitter, and have Dogecoin on the platform to be used for tips and payments and all sorts of things. Wonder what the Dogecoin price is going to be when that happens. What do you think? What will the Dogecoin price be then? It will not be 6 cents. I can guarantee you. It will not be 6 cents. So that's why we're buying, in anticipation of that very thing. Plus, we've got SpaceX, the Doge 1 mission. We've got Tesla. Still can buy some Tesla merch. But who knows? Maybe Elon will open it back up to buying cars with Bitcoin and Dogecoin. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. But meanwhile, here we are in this crab market. And right now, trading volume is moderate, means the coin is still in a danger zone. A surge in trading volume is often a catalyst needed for a coin to break free from a crab market. Without this surge, even if Dogecoin breaks the 21-day EMA, it could easily slide back. And that's what we saw last night. Dogecoin was trading up, came up to like 6.45 or so. And last night when I was watching that, I was like, yeah, it's going to drop back down. And it did. Because that's the market we're in right now. So, yeah, I know, Ryan. Very little Tesla merch. I'm really disappointed. And not only that, but like the cyber whistle that I got, it's usually sold out now. And so they're not really keeping up with that, which is too bad. Because this is a cool thing if you guys haven't seen my cyber whistle bought with Dogecoin. So that was a cool thing. And then you could get like the sexy mug, S3XY mug, and there was a belt buckle, and there was something else that was Doge, but that was about it. So yeah, disappointing for that, but yeah, we'll see how that goes going forward. I mean, they're making a lot of money selling cars. So I think it's just more for the fans than anything else. Tesla's still selling a lot of cars. Dogecoin sees substantial uptick over the past 24 hours. What is the reason? Well, this was an article that was posted last night, so that was the uptick. But you know, they make articles when they can. So Wen Green, that's the topic of today, and it's not today. It's not today. We saw the retracement instead, and picked up some more Doge on the dip. And overall, yeah, there was a big dip that happened. That's now 2 weeks ago, and we've been trading sideways since. What's triggered the rally? So this is what we're talking about. This is what Jason was talking about as well, is Elon Musk. We've got the biography. We talked about that the other day, and the quotes on the biography about Elon when he was buying Twitter. There were some discussions about, well, maybe the deal with Twitter won't go through. And his brother, why don't you just set up your own social media app? You can start from scratch. You can put it on a blockchain. And Elon was very interested about that idea and said, wow, if it's on a blockchain, we could just use cryptocurrency right on the platform, possibly even Dogecoin. So that's where that whole conversation came up. Once he bought Twitter and he got into the code of it, the early discussions were it'll be almost impossible to port that over onto a blockchain. Almost impossible. So now he's going through the motions of how can he actually have his X app, the X now, no longer Twitter, be a payments processor, have payments, and also be able to tip and do other things on the platform. And that's where we think Doge will play a part. That's why we are all excited about that. And that's why some crypto analyst is predicting 170% upside for Dogecoin by 2024. Well, do you know what 170% is from where Dogecoin is now? It's about 17 cents. We think Doge is going to go much higher than 17 cents when it goes on its bull run. That's what I think. I think we're going to be much higher than 17 cents. So, because that will be a real use case of Dogecoin, not just, woohoo, Elon bought Twitter, Twitter goes up to 15 cents and then immediately gets shorted down. No, this will be a real use case, Dogecoin being not only used, but being purchased in large quantities by a large number of people, introducing tons of new people into Dogecoin, buying Doge, giving out Doge. If you want to pay all of the creators on the X app in Dogecoin, they would all have to set up Dogecoin wallets. That would mean that Elon's company would have to buy a crap ton of Dogecoin in order to make all those payments to the creators. That would be great. And then you'd have all these other people that have a lot of Dogecoin. Now, when they receive Dogecoin as payment, on a monthly basis or whatever it is, will they sell it? Yeah, a lot of them will probably sell Doge, but a lot probably won't. It's all good. It's all good for Doge. So that's what we're waiting for. That's what we're waiting for. What's your Dogecoin number you want to accumulate before the next run? So I already have a big bag of Doge for my own. Now all of the Doge that I'm buying through this dynamic DCA thing is all going into our Kriss Packs portfolio for the channel. So how many more Doge are we going to accumulate over the month? I don't know, probably another, 20,000 Doge or something like that. Maybe we get to 50,000 Doge overall for the portfolio. That's pretty good. We have a balanced portfolio. We have got a lot of other things in too. This was just before. I haven't logged today's purchase yet, so Doge is down below 20%. But once I log in today's purchase here, This is on the crypto market cap portfolio you can set up, but I got to put in each individual purchase on here. And so Doge 20%, XRP 10, Bitcoin 10. Got some Algorand, Litecoin, Sheeb, Solana, Render, and a few others. Some Jasmines in here as well. So this is our portfolio. This will be up to $10,000 that I'm using to fund this. And we're over halfway in, and we'll see how it goes. What we're talking about, though, is the 4-year cycles. And within the 4-year cycles of cryptocurrency, because the Bitcoin halving is every 4 years, and we also have like the United States presidential elections every 4 years that tend to spur trading both in stocks and now crypto. So it's not a coincidence that every 4 years we see a bull run. It's just the way things happen. And a year from now, we're going to be sitting at the start or somewhat into the next bull run, I think. But not right now. This is the reset year. And within the reset year, you've got some challenges, particularly in the months of August and September, which is why we're buying for this portfolio. And where does that come in? It comes from this chart. So this is the Bitcoin historical monthly returns chart. Last year in August, Bitcoin lost 14%. And then in September, it lost 2%. But then in October, it went up 5%. But that was just last year. But then we had the FTX, collapse down 16%. Then December down 3%. But in overall looking at history, in the month of September, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years in a row were all red. That's 6 years in a row of red trading for Bitcoin. However, if you look at October, you've got 4 months in a row where Bitcoin was positive, 10%, 27%, 40% in the bull market. And then again, and plus up 5% in the tail end of the bull market. That's pretty cool. Actually, this was kind of bearish. We were already kind of in the bearish market then in 2022. So this is why overall the mean September is down 6%. Down 6% on the mean. So now, could we have a green September? We could. But based on history, chances are it's not going to be great. So we're just going to continue to dollar cost average. We don't know whether Dogecoin is going to continue to go sideways from here. Are we going to spike up some, have some more dips? We don't know that. But based on history, Wen Green, not September. October, and a lot of people call October Uptober, because the mean average of Bitcoin since 2013 is 22% gain for the month of October and 46% gain for November. Wen Green, October, November, December. That's Wen Green. So we're accumulating now. Again, this is all based on history. We don't know whether history will repeat. Some people say, oh, this year's different. Oh, this is different. This is different. Well, we don't know that. But I'm going on this history. Who knows? Just for the fun of it, maybe, let's call it, right? And see what happens. And we'll see what happens. A lot of people thinking Bitcoin is going to take off, particularly when a spot ETF gets approved. Is that going to be in October? Is it going to be in January? We don't know. But if you pack your bags now, then you're ready when that happens. Now, you could wait until that happens, if it happens. And when everything is mooning, you can start buying in, but you'll be buying it at a higher price. What's your risk, right? I'm willing to risk $10,000 into this portfolio here based on these numbers. That's what I'm doing. So Ryan says the bags are packed. Toss, good question. The Doge one. Yeah, who pays in Doge? Well, that would be SpaceX, right? So SpaceX has Dogecoin. We know that. And SpaceX will pay for the workforce, the material, all things related to the project. That's what Elon has said. Now, he hasn't said it in detail, but at a high level, that's what he said. He said all paid for in Dogecoin. Maybe it's just the flight itself. Maybe the rocket is, I mean, he reuses rockets, right? So the rocket itself isn't paid for. But yes, the workforce, the mission paid for in Doge. We'll see. I'm sure he'll get a lot of questions on that when that actually happens. But that's my guess. Just the PR enough of Doge would be awesome. Somehow I think he's going to tie it into X, somehow into the X app. But we'll see. And Jason says, I'm interested in the launch also, thinking it's just a way to show how things can get paid for in Doge. Yep, my thoughts exactly. I think that's a lot of it. It's just the hype around Doge. And the funny thing about Elon Musk, he says things, they don't happen right away, but eventually he gets around to it. So just going to be ready and along for the ride. So am I upset that Dogecoin is only 6.3 cents right now? I mean, I wish it was in the sevens. Sixes is a little iffy, and there could be a big dip and going down into the fives again. Ugh. Now, when we saw that last time that happened, right? That was back here on August 17th. And Doge dipped down here, and that's when I bought a bunch of Dogecoin for myself right there. We could see that again. Unfortunately, we could see that again. But that takes like real bad news to see those kinds of dips in crypto. Right now, since then, it's been pretty steady. Yeah, we had a nice little jump here on the 29th, but then it traded right back down. So yeah, this is the crap market, sideways market, not green yet, and maybe not green in September. But who knows? Maybe this year it's different. We don't know. But we'll just continue to accumulate. We're accumulating all through this period, buying on the dips. That's what we're doing for this portfolio. And if you haven't already heard, I'm sharing the profits of that portfolio with you guys. So you just have to join my channel, which is here. You go to my channel on YouTube, you hit the join button, and you sign up. And those that are members of my channel the longest will get a larger percentage of the profits from the portfolio. And you can see I added a couple more emojis here. And I will add more as we get more members joining in. So when you see more emojis show up, that means that we had more members joining the channel. So look forward to that. If anyone has any questions on that, leave a comment in the chat below, and I will be, or in the comments below, and I will be glad to answer your questions, talk more about it, or anything else regarding Dogecoin, because Dogecoin, fiat is the future? No, it's Doge. Doge is the future. And Elon Musk is going to make it. Going to make it happen. So yeah, Jason, if Doge drops below 6, it won't last long. That's what we saw in middle of August. If that happens again in September, you're going to see the same thing. You'll see the dip, and then people will just be buying it up and just buy it right back up. That's what we saw then. That's what we'll see again. That's my guess. So Yeah, and Toss, I mean, this whole thing, right? It's like, I mean, we don't have a lot of people in the chat, right? There's, but they'll come. These live streams will be fun with a lot more people when the bull market comes. It's just natural. It will happen. So we're just hanging out. Again, my little corner of YouTube here. We're hanging out, having fun, preparing for what may come. So that's what we're doing here. Why not, right? Why not? So yeah, building it, they will come. And then I'll be able to have my great intros, which are going to be the rockets to the moon intros. I can't wait to play those Doge intros again. And but I can't play them now. No, now I've got just the plain old crab market kind of intro, which is just a countdown and just like, live stream's about to start. Let people know, join in. But yeah, I've got those fun rocket ones, and we'll be playing those again. And then we'll have guests on. We'll have a lot of things. It'll be lively. But right now, it's just like the volume trading is low. I mean, look at how low this volume trading is, except for one little spike here again that we had on the 29th. It's just low because low volume. It's got low interaction. A lot of people they're tuned out right now. It'll come back and it'll be fun. So yeah, Mars, I still do my outro. That's my same old outro. Keep that going. That's fun. The intros are better though. The intros are better. I can't wait to play them. And I've got a couple other fun videos as well of stuff that I had been kind of building and waiting on. So yeah, Dave Mitchell, he's been doing a lot of AMC stuff. I'm sure he's going to have an AMC video tonight. If you guys aren't aware of what happened to AMC stock today, man, it took a huge beating because of a 40 million share sell-off that AMC was doing, and just totally wrecked AMC today. Just totally wrecked it. But I bought some on the dip today. We don't know what's going to happen. So I used to have AMC stock. I got out of it. And I told you guys, if you were listening the other week, right, they were going to do this reverse split, which I say never hold stock through a reverse split. And then if we look at stocks and we say AMC, if you guys weren't watching this, oh man, what a dip today. Zoom in a little more. It was up at 1360 at the end of the day yesterday, opened at like 1160, and it just sold off all day, all the way down to 850. Now, after hours, it's up to 884. My floor was $9. I thought, well, I had said if it gets below 10, I'm going to buy some. And I bought a little bit, and it just kept going down to 9. From 10 here, it kept going down to 9. So I bought some. So this is a 40% drop in the price of a stock. This is what you call a slow rug of a stock. A company did that. Unbelievable. I feel sorry for the ape holders, the community, especially if you were holding AMC, you bought up, when it was going crazy before and you had a crap ton of it. I mean, this was just today. Now, if you look at the mean, taking out the stock split and accounting for it, this is what the stock looks like. And you'll just be like, oh my God. This is what it looks like from essentially $330 stock all the way down to $8. And even if you look at it from a year ago, trading up here at $130 down to $8. It's like a 90% drop. I mean, that's like crypto bear market stuff, but this is a stock. And do you know why they did this? They did that to make money, right? They created this preferred share called the ape, right? And then they created, right? They created that stock out of nothing, essentially, right? Got a bunch of people to buy it. And then they merged it in to their AMC stock. And then last night they announced they were going to be selling 40 million shares of stock at around $10 a share. That's $400 million AMC just made today as a company, all on the backs of its shareholders. Isn't that sad? That's tough. That's tough. You would think this was a crypto, right? And it's a stock. Anyway, so I bought in a little bit at $10, just under $10, because I thought it would dip I thought 10 would be the floor. It dipped a little bit below, so I got some at like 998, and then it kept going down. So I picked up some more right here when it leveled off. It was right above $9. So I am now an AMC stockholder of a few hundred shares. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But I thought that was worth it after this big dump. Because, I mean, there could be a short squeeze that could happen on this again. I don't know. But it's already up 2.5% post-market, up to 885. So I'm almost back up to the $9 where I bought that second set. So we'll see how that AMC goes. But God, what a day watching that. I just feel bad for the long-term shareholders that just getting screwed. That's pretty tough. So I don't think AMC actually owns Doge. They accept Doge, but they do it through BitPay. So I bought tickets to the movies. Over the past few movies that I've seen, I've bought tickets using Doge. It goes through BitPay, and the company doesn't have to then take that cryptocurrency from BitPay. They could just take fiat if they want. That's your choice as a company when you integrate BitPay onto your payment platform. BitPay has a bunch of the cryptocurrency, right? They take the cryptocurrency, right, into their wallet, and then however the company has set up to receive payment is how BitPay then pays that company. So BitPay takes the Dogecoin, and then they could pay out in Dogecoin if that's how the company wants to take it, or they could do it in cash. So that's how that works. So does AMC actually own any Doge? I don't think so. I don't think they're taking Dogecoin because they accept a lot of other cryptocurrencies too. You can pay with Litecoin, you can pay with Bitcoin, whatever they set up with BitPay as the cryptocurrencies they'll accept for payments for movie tickets is how that works. So yes, Toss, I saw a spot ETF for Ethereum, right? So they're just, ARK Investors is going to say, look, I've already done our Bitcoin spot ETF. We're going to do one for Ethereum too and see if that flies, because they just make money off those ETFs. It's just a churn, and they just automatically make money. They can't lose. So of course, yeah, why not ETH? Especially since the SEC already claimed that Ethereum was not a security. So why not? Try it with ETH too. See what happens. You're down 86%. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Well, I'm down more than that on Workhorse. So that stupid Workhorse company. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Price prediction for Dogecoin end of 2023. Well, I made a video on January 1st of this year. And I predicted my price would be 12 cents. And I stand by that. I still stand by 12 cents at the end of 2023. So we'll see. But yes, I made that prediction. And everyone at the time when I made that prediction was like, Kriss, why are you saying so low? It's going to be much higher than that. And now here we are in September, and it's just over 6 cents. I think a lot of people would think 12 cents is pretty good. So we'll see. We will see. A Doge ETF. Yeah. Dogecoin. Wild times ahead. That's for sure. That's for sure. So that's what's going on here. Again, sideways action. We'll be buying the dips. I'll be back on Friday night. Friday night will be a late night stream again, 10 o'clock Boston time. That's East Coast time, United States. And doing the late night on Friday. Yeah, it's kind of fun, kind of chill, much like this right now, because there's just not much else going on. But again, every day there's some news about Dogecoin. People are still talking about Dogecoin, despite some of the low volumes that we see in the trading. There is interest there. I think when the Elon book comes out next week, that'll be interesting. I will get the book. I'm going to read it. I mean, Elon's story is fascinating, but all of the other details that may come out throughout the book about what Elon was thinking about this and that, that'll be interesting. We'll see. So there'll be some excitement about that next week. We'll be talking about that next week. So yeah. Anyway, give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Again, join the channel, and you'll be eligible to share in the profits from our portfolio when we sell it, all of that. And I will be probably doing a video tomorrow, and then we'll be live on Friday night again. So look forward to that. Hope you all are well. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.